Morning class 8. I am your English teacher Zarina. This is our second lesson of English literature. In the previous lesson, I gave you the introduction of the poet David Herbert Lawrence and his poem Last Lesson of the Afternoon. Your homework was to do all the new words from Words to Know section in your copies with their meaning and explanation. Today we'll do the first stanza of the poem. I will read the stanza and give you the explanation. When will the bell ring and end this weariness? How long have they tugged the leash and strained apart? My pack of unruly horns, I cannot start them again on a query of knowledge they hate to hunt. I can haul them and urge them no more. In this stanza, the poet seems to be having a very hard time with his students during the last lesson in the class. That's why he is wishing and longing for the bell to be rung so that he may get rid of the situation. He is using a metaphor of unruly horns. That means wild dogs. He wants to say that his students are behaving like wild dogs and it is very hard to have them under control. He says that if the students hate to study, if they do not have any desire to gain new knowledge, then it is useless to force them to study. The poet says that he cannot shout at them and demand attention from them. We can understand this scenario of the poem better if you remember what I told you in the introduction, that this poem has been written in 1912 and at that time many European children were not going to school. They were street children and all of a sudden the government made this rule that everybody has to go to school and everybody has to study. So all these children who were very wild and many of them had no interest in studying, but they were forced by the government. And then the teachers in the classes were having a very hard time with these students who were very wild. Now, if you look at the exercise, question number 3 from exercise A, part 1 will be your homework. You read the stanza again, listen to my explanation and do this question accordingly with date, day, mark.